Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the final set of levels for Dr. Mario World, and I'm just happy to be done with this area, honestly. It's been a pretty wild ride. I just want to point out, this level is meant to look like a red virus. I thought that was really cool. But seriously, I am ready to be done with this area. One of my most unpleasant experiences in playing a game in quite a while, and I know that probably is pretty depressing or sad to hear, but it's true. It honestly is true. I did not enjoy myself. I will always play the new levels for Dr. Mario World, do not worry, but I just want you to know that this is the first time in quite a while that I legitimately did not enjoy myself. And I'm curious to see what the others who play this game quite often, like someone like Patrick, I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on that. I realize these levels are more just like challenging than ever before, I guess. You know, they're putting more of a challenge on things, which is, you know, you don't want it to be too easy. I understand that, but just some of the levels were very ridiculous. And we had some in the past as well that were super hard to 3-star, like some of the ones in the previous world. But enough about that. We should just talk about the levels here. Right now I'm at a part where I'm trying to get down to the bottom section where all these coins are. You're really going to want to get all those coins at the very bottom of the row here, because then you can go for everything else. Because keep in mind, you do not need to clear out all the viruses for this one. I don't remember when I figured this out. I think maybe it was towards the end of the level, honestly. But you're only going for the coins and the blocks, so you know, you can get some stuff for some points, but in the end you're really just going for the stuff on the outsides. There's not really a lot in the middle you need to hit. And I definitely would recommend just hitting all of the bottom right now. There are coins all along this bottom row. I don't think they're on the very left and right side, but I can't remember. I don't think so. We'll find out here in just a second when I bring down these reds. And yeah, so now all the other coins are open. I really should have lost this one because I was going through it just thinking that I need to clear out everything, and I was like, oh man, I lost. And then for some reason my eyes darted up to the top of the screen and saw that I only needed blocks and coins, and realized that I was making a huge mistake. And I believe I had not yet realized this, because you can see I'm just going for viruses here. And it's nice to get points and all, but maybe actually what actually did help me to get the amount that I needed. I guess Wario actually helped me out as well. This is my first try with the level, I should say as well. Also, I haven't mentioned this yet, but I believe where it says where the amount of capsules you have, I believe that the stage number, that wasn't like that before. I think they just added that in recently. So that's a nice change. It is nice just to remember, and like if you're making videos and you're just looking at the stages, it's easier to like skip through to a specific level you need. Especially on like my videos where I'm doing 5 levels in a video. If you're trying to find a specific level, it's kind of hard sometimes just based off of what the stages look like. I guess if you know what the stage looks like, it's not that hard. But just having that number there is another confirmation, at the very least. This one actually took me a while. I brought in Lemmy for this. And I actually brought in Lemmy, and then I failed, and then I started trying other characters, and I guess I should just stuck with Lemmy. Although I'm sure other characters work for it as well. I think the problem with this one was I was having a hard time getting 3 stars. I think I beat it pretty easily every time. The main thing at the beginning is obviously getting to the locks really quickly, and Lemmy helps with that by opening up all the barrels and everything. And this is another stage where the viruses don't really matter, and you're not going to win if you go for all the viruses, although you will actually. I'm pretty sure a lot of the times you end up clearing all the viruses anyway, so I take that back. But you don't have to clear them all if they're not in your way or anything. And the bubbles are a clear condition, which I'm not sure if that's ever been the case before. Mostly because, you know, the bubbles have always been tied to viruses, so. But yeah, we have to clear all the bubbles. And I guess it's kind of. Some of the bubbles wouldn't matter if the blue coins had been cleared before some more landed, but now at this point they might, or it's kind of redundant to have the blue coins, I guess. They might as well just had, well, that's not true, because some of the viruses you don't need to clear. I'll just stop talking and say at this point here, you basically know if you won or not based on how many capsules you have left when you're at this kind of point here. And then, depending on who you bring in, I tried bringing in like the Goomba Tower, who I'm sure eventually would have worked if you got lucky enough. And in that situation, you know, you're just trying to get his skill a lot as well. But here at this point, I'm just hitting these final bubbles. I think I got just enough points to get 3 stars. I'm not sure. But I played this one quite a lot, and I was honestly surprised when I got 3 stars on this run. It was very random. I just kept playing it over and over again until I got it. So yeah, I could definitely see people having a hard time on that one. Now this one as well is also one that I had a hard time on. And I decided to bring in the Goomba Tower, who ended up working out. I was kind of surprised. I believe I brought in the Goomba Tower for the next one as well. I've been seemingly using that strategy a lot more when I'm just not sure what to do. Because I don't even know if I brought in Wario for this one. I feel like I've been using Wario less and less, and he could have been super easy and I just didn't try him. I don't remember. That could definitely be the case, but I brought in the Goomba Tower and they ended up working out. And obviously that's not always going to be the case. You just have to get lucky. And I don't know, the stage is kind of weird to make a strategy for, because when I'm explaining it, I'm not sure all of the nooks and crannies that are open or not, because some blocks are filled with coins and you can't get rid of them. And others break open and either have viruses inside or maybe just break open. I think they all have viruses inside if they don't have coins. I don't remember which ones do and which ones don't. It seems so sporadic. It's the same every time, so if you watch my video very closely, you can see what's in what. I guess it's just that all the rows are viruses, and then some of the in-between, or not rows, all the columns have viruses in these barrels, and then some of the in-betweens I believe have viruses as well. And some of them line up nicely and a lot of them don't. And there's a lot of blocks that get in your way, and a lot of barrels as well, which are annoying. I think I tried to bring in Lemmy, just because the barrels were really annoying, and it didn't work out for that either. I also forget, is this one that I had a hard time getting 3 stars, or was it one that I just couldn't beat? I feel like I just couldn't beat it for a while. I don't remember. That might be the next level. A lot of them jumbled together, honestly, in my mind. Usually when I play a level quite a lot, that doesn't happen, but for some reason, with these levels specifically, it has been happening. So the Goomba Tower got rid of a barrel there, which is very nice. It allowed me to get to that. And at this point, I don't need any reds for anything, at least at the moment. There could be some hiding in some blocks. But now I'm going to want to use these reds to hit the remaining blocks, because I still need the coins. And obviously I need the viruses that are in the blocks. And hopefully Goomba Tower, yeah, so he hit that one block, giving me a coin. I don't think that blue one, or I finally hit that blue one there. Basically, you do need to hit all the blocks as well, because there are coins and viruses in all of them. Here, this blue one is lined up nicely to do this, and that red one is revealed, which will be nice to hit that final block there. Yeah, I think my problem was that I couldn't beat it for a while, because you can see I'm really close to 3 stars here, with barely any capsules remaining. I forget how many I ended with, but I think I was cutting it really close. Maybe like 1 capsule? That must be it. Or maybe it's 2. I think it's... yeah, so I ended it with 2. Oh, never mind. I should just let the game play out. Luckily I got a double yellow. At this point I was super scared. I was like, come on, 1000 has to be enough. And it was, but it was scary to be at that with 1 capsule left with that many points remaining. If I hadn't gotten a double yellow, who knows what would have happened there. So we move on to stage 899. One that I had, so this one was trouble with 3-starring. I beat this one a few times. And I started off with Goomba Tower. He didn't work out right away. I switched over to some other characters. I forget who else. I think I brought in Ludwig once, and he didn't seem all that great. But yeah, there's the randomness of Goomba Tower. There's just enough hope that something will work out, and oftentimes it really does. And for this one specifically, it's nice because there's a chance of hitting those shells right away, where normally you'd have to break through a bunch of stuff to get to those shells. In this case, the Goomba Tower just has a chance of hitting those shells, and in all the cases I brought him in, he actually did hit the shells for me. It was very nice. It's not always the case. Like you can see, I'm trying to get him to hit this blue shell here, and he's just not doing it. I ended up hitting it manually here pretty soon. I don't remember when I bring it out. I've cleared all the coin, and you're going to want to hit the coins pretty quickly. You know, there is ice around the cage coin, so you can go around those for a while, but you're going to want to leave at least like one virus around the cage coin, so you can use it to hit it once it's unlocked. So now, hitting this here. I think I consider bringing in like Baby Wario, because there are so many coins and green coins on stage, but I decided not to. And the green coins aren't necessary to complete, or to get everything on, by the way, so don't forget about the green coins. It is unfortunate that the green coins are a requirement, otherwise the stage would be a lot easier in a lot of cases. So now that we're at this point here, we just hope for some really good Goomba hits while we have just a few things left on stage in hopes of getting enough points for 3 stars. This one felt really scary to get 3 stars on. I don't know. Scary is probably the wrong word for it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. It seemed so far away. Like, look, I'm not even at 2 stars right now, and I only have 1 virus remaining. And also, I was really scared that I wasn't going to get it just by a little bit here, because I ended up having to do this because I left the green coin on the wrong rotation. Thank God 10 capsules was enough. I was so scared for that. 30,000 doesn't seem like it'd be the point requirement. Maybe it's 31,000. Something around that range, I think, is the cutoff for that one. So it's very high. I had a lot of trouble with that one, and I got super lucky with Goomba Tower, I think. So this is my first try on this last level here, which I guess might be one of the easiest levels in the game. Or, not in the game, in this area. And maybe I got lucky with Dry Bowser. I honestly have no idea. A strategy I always like to do with scrolling stages, especially with like these cannons, is to let the stage scroll a little bit before destroying some things, because the cannons will hit a bunch of stuff underneath. I think after this row though, there's just a door. Maybe I'm wrong and there's another row and then a door. But yeah, there's a door somewhere down here. And once you get to that door, I'd suggest just hitting everything that's left. And then Bowser there also hits everything on stage. And don't make sure not to get a game over. I made sure to get rid of those yellows I had left there for a little while. And what's nice with those yellows is that because I left it, I was able to clear that one row out. Or sorry, I keep saying rows. They're columns. That one column out a little bit easier. And again, I would recommend trying to save some of these cannons for a little bit until the stage is scrolled a little bit more. A door is coming up very quickly on this one as well. So if you wait until that door shows up, that's really the best way to go. You could wait even longer past the door, but I think at this point you might as well just go for it. And on this one specifically, you're going to want Bowser to hit the electric bombs, and then he'll pretty much clear all the viruses on stage by doing so. So if you can pretty much leave only 2 rows there by the electric bombs, you're almost guaranteed for him to hit it. If not, actually just 100% guaranteed. Which is what I did here. He had a chance of hitting the very bottom row as well. He did not though. And now, at this point here, that row would be great for Bowser to hit if we're able to get him to do so. But we're very close to the end of the stage. Yep, so there's the bottom of the stage here. And if you brought in Dry Bowser, you're going to want him to hit the bottom 2 rows here. So do whatever you can, get as many points as you need, but make sure that he hits the bombs in the middle, because that will win the game. So yeah, there's no way for him to go around hitting that bomb, I don't think. Maybe there's a way for him to hit that one red one. I could be wrong, but I think that he has to hit that yellow bomb, which he does, and then that wins it for me. I think I was also relying on him hitting the very bottom row as well. If he hadn't done that, I might have lost. That's kind of scary. But it ended up working out, and we had plenty of points and everything. The 3 stars was not an issue. But anyways, like I said, very devastating levels. That final one, I guess, was a kind of nice break from that. I actually did enjoy the final one, I can't lie. But we've got some thwomps on stage and everything. Thank you guys for watching. We've got a skill summit next week. I will see you then. Goodbye.